Hi everyone, welcome to this week's video. Today is a special day. This morning I decided today I'm going to wear my most expensive jumper. I've had it for over a year and I've never worn it. It's going to be part of the theme, I think, of messing up. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I save up for something special in my wardrobe. I buy it and then I can't bring myself to wear it because I don't want to mess it up. Or I say to myself, I'm saving it. What am I saving it for? So today I thought, get it out and wear it. I'll be careful and I can wear my apron because I know that I'll be painting, but it's warm and I love it. And the winter will go and then it will sit for another, we'll have to wait for another year before it gets worn. And when I saw it, I absolutely adored it. I love the colours and I love the patterning. And when I put it on, when I tried it on, I knew instantly I loved it and it made me feel good. And I've just left it languishing in my wardrobe. It's crazy, it's absolutely crazy. But that whole messing up thing does tie in to so much in this approach to art making. The fear of messing up, and it's a big trip. It's a big, big trip. I'm going to show you last night, well, rewind. At the end of last week's video, I talked about getting the Gelli Plate out and I did bring down, let me grab it. I did bring down my big 8x10 gel plate, but as you can see, if you've been following, you know I've used the small one. But as you can see, it's pristine, unused. So ever since I've had it in the house, I feel like it's talking to me and it's taunting me and saying to me, don't mess up, don't mess us up. Oh gosh, I'm finding other things to do instead of getting on and having a go with it. Last night in sketchbook, with this size in mind, in the A4 sketchbook, I had an experiment with 4 or 5 pages and I really messed up big time. I just went too far and just thought, it's okay, I'll keep adding more paint, add more paint. And it went too far and it was a diabolical mess. And then right at the end, in quite a nonchalant way, I pressed a final page to reveal something really good. So you have to keep working through to find little gems that might come from messing about or thinking you've messed up. You've not messed up, you've messed about. It's the doing to see what might come. And if something doesn't come, it doesn't matter because you've had fun. I find myself repeating that over and over. I'm sorry if I keep saying it, but I have to keep saying it because I have to keep reminding myself. Right, okay, I will go and fetch the sketchbook and I can show you what I've been talking about. Here's the sketchbook then. In fact, these pages are still a little bit tacky. That's an indication of how much paint went down last night. I started messing around on here. It got very gloopy and too much paint. I pressed that page onto this page. I have to say I do really like the colour combination of that. I then took, this is acrylic paper, Winsor & Newton, 300 gram. I took a sheet of that. I pushed this sheet onto that gloopy mess. It's still sticky, and thought, oh gosh, I maybe did that 2 or 3 times to get this amount, this thickness. While this was still very, very wet, I turned the page, pressed for one last press, and and I got that. I wanted to try and give it a table effect and a background this morning. I couldn't leave it alone, but this says something to me about what it is I'm looking for. I want some marriage between an element of print design and something in paint. I feel like I'm touching on it a little bit with that. I'll just go with this very simple design for my first attempt on the gel plate, which I will now set up and show you. In my mind, I'm just thinking about kind of looking at the snake plant. I'm wondering if I can try drawing in some way with this roller. So maybe let that dry. This week, I have three things from the sales. One is directly art related and two are indirectly art related. They are all about well-being. Well-being feeds into my creative soul, if you like. So they're important, and I thought for that reason I'll share them with you. So while I'm waiting for those first few sheets to dry with the gel plate, I'm looking over there and I quite like the delicate nature of the copy paper. I don't know how much you can see through that. I quite like the back of it as well. The acrylic paper, obviously that much thicker, looks quite clunky. That will just be a ground a background to keep working into. I'm going to push that as far as I can to see how many layers I can get down and if I can achieve a nice effect. So while that's just drying off, I thought I'll show you my first January sale purchase. Vistaprint. They have offers quite often actually, but recently some one day only mega deal popped up on my laptop. So it was too much to resist. I ordered some printed postcards to have over this year's exhibitions, and I'm happy to say that they are exactly what I was hoping for. So I think there are 50 here, and they'll do nicely to give away. People can pick those up. I've just very simply on the bottom put my email address, Instagram and YouTube. The second thing that's not art related but is for well-being. These were half price from a company called, oh gosh, what is the company called? Moda in Pele. I'll write it on the screen. A lovely leather boot in lovely clunky style. Not to everyone's taste, I'm sure, but boy, I really like these. So very thrilled with those. They make me very happy and I feel groovy in them. And the third thing that hasn't arrived yet is a yoga mat. Yoga with Adrian this January, a free, it's called Yoga with Adrian Centre 30-day, oh gosh, is it a challenge? I think it's 30-day challenge, and I'm doing it. I carve a little bit of time before lunch. It's working out, I'm doing it, and aside from the fact that I keep getting cramp in particularly my left foot, I'm really enjoying it. I can't manage all of the poses and I get myself into a real tangle from time to time, but I'd highly recommend it. Yoga with Adrian. I've had a little sidetrack. I will get back to what's happening with this Gelli Plate. Morning everyone. I'm going to just turn the camera so you can see what confronts me this morning. I am right on the edge of the kitchen table. I've been cutting some little zigzag stencils in paper, and I'm going to have a go again with the gel plate and a piece of acrylic paper. That is very exciting. I think I'll stop with that one there. If I let that dry, I think that I can put a layer of paint over, and when I pull it, I should get the whole lot. So for once, I'm going to actually walk away, go and make a cup of tea and see if it works. I will completely let that plate dry, come back, cover it with paint and pull it to see what I've got. The gel plate is a tool, a fantastic tool for monoprint. It's the reveal, it's not knowing what you're going to get. That's nice. I think that gel plate reacts better with thin paper than it does with the acrylic paper. I need to give more thought to what to do on the gel plate to get the best result on the best weight of paper. I was really excited by that effect, and I just thought afterwards, I'm clearly inspired by this jumper. Last night I put down on a rough sheet another clunky paint application, and I folded the sheet and much preferred that. So you're lifting off to reveal something much nicer. I find it compulsive. If I put everything in order now, I will be able to see where I'm going. I used to be able, amazingly, to work in quite a big amount of mess, and I just can't do it anymore. I need to keep clearing and regrouping, cleaning the brushes, the roller obviously, but I can't see the wood for the trees when I get to this point. It's just too much stuff everywhere. I want to get back to these paintings, having had a little diversion. Thank you so much, as usual, for watching. I absolutely have loved reading in the comments about different plants I've never heard of. I've had to Google. I'm just thrilled that even if a few of you are finding fun in this, it's so worthwhile. Right, I'm waffling now. Thank you for watching. Keep letting me know what you're up to. I hope you have a fantastic week. Oh, you might notice, loving my jumper. I haven't got marks on it. And yesterday I found, because I rather like the colour coordination, I found a beanie that I've had for about a year that I haven't worn. And I thought, well, I'll cut it up and I'll have a go at making a scarf. I used the zigzag stitch on my sewing machine. I will see you next time. Bye for now.